that I was playing in the past. Now I'm super fast, real raw, relevant. I'm also known as super bad, with a super attitude. If you don't like it, you can book a pass and be the first in line to kiss mine. Wait a minute, what I mean is I'm a lion, not a sheep. I don't need a weakling around to try to follow me. I'm destined to be better, getting bigger every day. I don't got the patience to sit around try to play. Focus like an animal, king of the jungle, cannibal.
My friends, welcome to the Revolution Podcast. This is Sean Whalen. I am Sean Whalen. I am your host. This podcast is kind of getting fun. I'm kind of excited about it. It's the feedback you guys have given me has been awesome. The conversation that I had a little bit ago here with my buddy Brandon was rad. I've got a couple of people coming on to the podcast here in the next couple of weeks. So thank you for your support. Thank you for showing the love and subscribing and liking and leaving comments and stuff. But appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. There's been something that's been on my mind, that I want to talk about today. We're not gonna spend too terribly long on this, but this keeps showing up for me. And as you guys know, I like to share a lot of the stuff that's happening for me personally in my life. And I mean, that's really what's relative. That's what's happening and what I like to speak about. But there's this thing that keeps showing up with a lot of my clients and with a lot of people that I work with. We see it across the board with the media. We see it across the board with social media, with the news, with everything that we're consuming. And it's the idea, the concept, and the reality of truth. Right now, this is kind of a subjective word because, what is truth? What's true to me might not be true to you. What's true to you might not be true to me, so on and so forth. But there's one universal acknowledgement with truth, and that is there is truth for everyone individually. And what do I mean by this? You and I might have different opinions on food or on cars or things like this, but at the end of the day, you know what your truth is. I know what my truth is, okay? There might be a middle ground that we disagree on some things, but at the end of it, you can say, I did or did not do this yesterday, and that is truth, right? I did or did not experience this. I did or did not feel this, and that is truth, okay? Like what I'm seeing happening in the market, what I'm seeing happening in marketing, in business, in relationships, in life in general, is we don't know how to live it. We don't know how to share it. We don't know what to do with truth. And the reason we don't know what to do with the truth is simply because we've been programmed to lie. Many of you have listened to me either on social media or other podcasts or whatever, have heard me talk about this a lot. Like we've been programmed to lie. Ever since we were little kids, we were programmed and taught to lie. From elementary school on, sit down. Quiet down, slow down. Don't say what you really want to say. Don't say what's in your heart. Don't say what's in your mind. Say what's socially acceptable. Say what's okay to the teacher. Say what's not going to get, little Bobby or little Susie upset. Say the things that are just bland and that are generic and are vanilla across the board so that nobody gets upset and all will be well. And so literally, my friends, since the time we were little children, we've been programmed to lie. We've been programmed not to say the things that we want to say. We've been programmed not to articulate the messages and say the things that burn inside of us. And I'm seeing this happen now with clients, with business, and relationships. Because we grow up. We're little kids and we're programmed this way, and our parents supported it, for hell's sake. Like if I was a little kid and I lipped off to somebody, or I said some shit to Bobby over on the playground or to Johnny over here, or whatever, and then the teachers called my parents, I got in trouble at home. And so this idea of lying, this idea of not telling the truth, our parents told us don't lie. Our parents told us don't tell lies, always tell the truth, but the reality is the truth got us in trouble. The truth hurt. The truth was not what everybody wanted to hear, and so what did we do? We bullshit, and we create stories, and we create fallacies of what we think people want to hear, of what we think people want to experience. And so as we grow up, we continue to perpetuate this. as we get older, we take this programming that we've experienced, that our teachers taught us, that our parents supported, and now we're older, we're 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, and we're literally living the same program and programming as when we were little kids. We can't say what we really want to say. We can't do what we really want to do because somebody might get offended. Somebody might get pissed off. And a lot of my clients are struggling with this, simply because my entire concept around business, around relationships, is to tell the truth. And the reason is because I lied for a long time. And I know the weight of the lies. I know the weight of not telling the truth. I know the weight of carrying these, what I like to talk about, these literal boulders in this backpack that we're schlepping around. We're trying to sprint. We're trying to run fast. We're trying to get stuff done, but we're literally adding all of these rocks to this backpack and wondering why we can't move fast, wondering why we're not progressing quicker. And we're doing this to ourselves, friends. We're doing this to ourselves. You can't put the political sign in your front yard because your neighbors might say this or this or this, so you don't do it. You can't talk about on social media this or this because, my cousin or my aunt or my mom or my dad might be following me, and heaven forbid they find out that I said this or did this. We can't say what we really want to say in the relationship that we're in because it's not socially acceptable and it's weird, and all the Hollywood movies that I've seen have shown me otherwise. I can't really say to my lover what I want or how I feel or a desire that I have because they might think that I'm weird. Why is that weird? Because no one else is doing it, yet it's burning inside of me. Like, there's this really, really, really interesting thing happening in our society, my friends, where people are starting to wake up. And what's interesting is I'm seeing the social influencers who are thriving, who are growing, who get this, are growing. They are thriving. They're making more money. Their businesses are expanding because they're telling the truth. They're saying the shit that they want to say. The people that are winning, the people that are growing, the people that I'm finding are the most happy are the ones that are actually telling the truth. They're saying the things that matter to them. They're saying the things that burn inside of them. They're sharing their story without reservation for what anybody thinks. The people that are thriving, the people that are growing, the businesses that are expanding are the ones that are telling the truth, telling their story, not subjectively the way that they think the entire market needs to hear it. They're saying what they want to say. It's this radical thing happening. It sounds so simple. It's almost like too elementary to talk about, right? It's almost like, why dedicate an entire podcast to talking about the truth? Everybody knows what it is. Just don't tell a lie and you're fine. Yet, most people don't even know how to tell the truth. Most people don't even know how to tell the truth. They wouldn't know what to say or how to say it. Like, we're literally blocked in so many ways from living life to the fullest, to truly expanding, to truly growing, to truly living, simply because we've spent our entire lifetime thinking that it's bad, thinking that it's wrong to say what you want to say. Well, it might offend somebody. It might this, it might that. All the while, who struggles the most? We do. Like, who carries the most weight? Who's carrying around the backpack with the rocks? We are. Like, I'm watching this happen in relationships with my clients, in business, and in every facet. And what's really fascinating to me is the more I share my story, the more I talk about the things I've experienced, which isn't always pretty, the darkness, the depression, the thoughts of suicide. This isn't pretty shit. The more open I get, the more I share me, the more I share my truth, my experience, the things that I've done, the things that I've seen, the places that I've been. Like, the more I share me, all of it, the good, the bad, the light, the dark, the lighter I feel, the less weight I carry, the faster I can run, the happier I am. Why would you not all want that? Why would we not as a society want that? Well, it's, nobody holds the media accountable, so they get to say whatever the hell they want to say, whether it's right, whether it's wrong, whether it's up, whether it's down. I wish I could play it on here, but Denzel Washington did a really awesome bit. He was interviewed by media, and he was talking about how they're just, they don't want to tell the truth because the truth isn't first to market. It's not the sexy stuff. It's not what gets people's attention. I actually believe the opposite, to be completely candid. I believe that the guys, like I said, the people that are telling the truth, the people that are exposing themselves and exposing what's inside and exposing what's in their heart and their mind and their soul, I'm finding that they're living happier lives. I'm seeing them making more money. I'm seeing their relationships being more fulfilled, being stronger, being more passionate. What I'm experiencing and what I'm seeing is that you have one of two options. You can continue to try and copy through your business, through what it is that you're doing, what's already been done and what everybody else is doing, which is pander bullshit. Or you can flip the script and say, here's what our truth is. This is what we do. This is how we do it. This is why we do it. See, in the case of business, you got to understand something. You're not going to sell everybody. You're not going to sell everybody. And what most companies are trying to do, what a lot of companies, I shouldn't say most, but what a lot of companies do is they try and create a message that's going to appeal to everybody. A business owner, entrepreneurs, big business too, they try and create a message that's going to appeal to everyone. That's going to be so generic and bland that it can't offend anybody. And really, at the end of the day, that's the reason that a lot of those messages never stick out. That's the reason a lot of marketing goes unheard, because you're not saying anything relative. You're trying to play by this artificial set of rules, which is don't offend anybody. And so you stay in this quagmire of la-la land, and you get shitty results. Now another company decides we're going to go full tilt with telling our story, telling who we are, like sharing crazy, funny, random shit, because that's who we are, crazy, funny, random guys, girls, whatever. And those are the people that we're paying attention to. The people that are trying to play ball across the board and have everyone like their Facebook posts, have everybody like their videos, they end up getting crickets. You get nothing. You get no engagement. Now the people that are like on fire and ranting and raving about their own passion, their own soul, their own truth, those are the people that are standing out. Those are the people that are making impacts, that are creating movements and revolutions. It really is an interesting time, my friends. It's an interesting time for you listening to this. It's an interesting time for me, because I am truly experiencing this really, really incredible shift in life where I'm going from, trying to or feeling like my past has these problems, my past has these issues, and I can't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. There's a reason that the name of my upcoming book is Your Mess is Your Message. Because I truly believe your mess, like who you are, what you've experienced, what you've done, which most people try and hide, is indeed your message. That is indeed the ensign that you wave. But the truth of the matter is that we've been programmed not to think this way. We've been programmed not to believe this. We've been programmed to think that our passion inside of our mind, our passion inside of our soul, our passion inside of our brain is to just be kept there, and that it might offend somebody, or it might do this, it might do that. Well, I think it's going to offend somebody, period. And, that's fine. At the end of the day, I'm the one that wants to feel better. I'm the one that wants to grow. I'm the one that wants to expand and grow my business. And, one of my coaches and mentors, Jesse, he always taught me this, and it was really, really fascinating to really contemplate this. He said, there's one thing that everyone on this earth wants. There's one thing, like, universally, it doesn't matter what your sex is, what your religion is, what your belief is, what your income is. It doesn't matter. Like, there's one thing that every single person on this planet wants, and that is to feel better. Everyone wants to feel better. And I truly believe the older I get, the more I engage with the market, the more I engage with social media, the more podcasts I do, the more videos I do, the more I live this life as a father and as a man in this world, the more I realize that the ticket and the key to feeling better, the ticket and the key to happiness, the ticket and the key to finding that peace is telling the truth. The ultimate game changer, the ultimate, the denominator that's going to change things for human beings the most is telling the truth. It lifts the burdens. It takes the rocks out of the backpack. People will judge you either way, but at the end of the day, you want to feel better. You want to grow your business. You want people to pay attention to what you're saying, what you're doing, things along those lines. And if you continue to lie, if you continue to hide your truth, if you continue to hide your passion, hide who it is that you really, really are, the only person really being affected by that, hurting from that, is you. It's a fascinating concept. It's a fascinating conversation because it's so simple, yet it's so ridiculously profound. It's so ridiculously powerful to realize that this word, this action of telling the truth can literally change your life. It can literally change your business from average, bland, run-of-the-mill to holy shit, who is this? These entrepreneurs that are trying to create messages of uniformity that everyone is going to like versus telling people why the hell they started this business, why their marketing is this, why their product is better than A, B, and C. We're the ones struggling, my friends. We're the ones carrying the weight of lies. We are the ones carrying the weight of deception. We are the ones living a life literally half-assed because we've been told not to tell the truth. We've been told to lie. We've been programmed to lie. I truly believe the most liberating thing that any human being can do is tell the truth. I think the most powerful thing that any business can do in their marketing, in their strategy, is to tell the fucking truth. I truly believe the most powerful thing that you can do to create an epic level relationship with another human being is to tell the truth. As a father, I have an option to talk to my children and create bubbles around them and pretend that shit isn't really real. Pretend that these things of the world don't exist, or I can tell them the fucking truth. Tell the truth, my friends. Tell it boldly. Tell it confidently. It's the key to your liberation. Telling the truth is key to your liberation. You can stay locked in the box. You can stay where you are, frustrated, angry, mad, because you're not telling the truth, because you're not sharing your reality. Or you can liberate yourself. You can get the rocks out of the bag. You can start to run quicker. You can start to act quicker. You can start to enjoy life more. You can start to feel better by simply telling the truth. My friends, that's my message for you. I appreciate you. This is something I'm super passionate about, something that I've been putting in my pipe and smoking quite a bit lately is how to become more effective as a leader, how to be able to help my businesses and my clients get to this level of clarity. And what I'm experiencing, what I'm finding is the clients of mine who understand this, who get out there and tell their truth and share themselves in a real, raw, relevant way, they're killing it. They're crushing it. Not only as individuals, but their businesses are showing it. Their revenue is showing it. The human beings that are telling the truth, the human beings that are living without the fear of judgment, who are literally sharing their truth, their ideas, their passion, are the most free. They're the ones that are living the life that everybody truthfully wants to live, which is a life free of the worry, free of the mental resentment. So you've got an option. Shut this off and keep bullshitting everybody. Keep lying to your friends, to your family, to your social media circle and crew and tribe and business, to your lover, to everybody else, or you can just simply tell the fucking truth. My friends, make it an epic day. Be safe. If you appreciate the podcast, if you like the podcast, please share it with your friends. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment and a review. I would very much appreciate it. God bless America.